series is convergent or divergent. Okay, so we got a series -1 raised to n minus 1 of this ratio, and it starts from 1. So when we have n equals 1, 1 minus 1, that's 0. -1 raised to 0 is just positive 1. And when we take n equals 2, so it's going to be positive term first, then negative term, positive, negative. So this is an alternating series. That means we can use the alternating test to show the convergence. Note that the alternating series test can only be applied to show convergence, not for divergence. And we know that the whole term, everything, that's an, and without this sign plus minus, this is bn. So we can say here bn is just that part, n square over n square plus n plus 1. And we know that for the alternating series test, these bn's, limit of bn's at infinity should be 0. But looks like that's not the case here, because n square over n square plus n plus 1, when n goes to infinity, their leading terms are same, so 1 n square, 1 n square, so the limit is 1. Okay, they are not approaching to 0. That means we cannot use the alternating series test. But then if these terms are not going to 0, then -1 raised to n minus 1, that is just plus minus. The limit of whole thing is not going to go to 0. That means the series diverges from the test for divergence. Okay, when these terms not approach to 0, when n is infinity, then the series diverges. Okay, so the necessary condition for a series to converge is these terms should go to 0. That's not enough. They have to go 0 fast, very fast. Okay, but if they do not go to 0, then it diverges. So here bn is this, and look at limit of bn, that is limit of this ratio, leading term 1 n square, 1 n square, so limit is 1, not equal to 0. So only this without plus minus is not going to 0. Then limit of whole thing is not going to be 0, because this one does not contribute to anything. It's just plus minus. So then limit of an, the whole thing now, is not going to 0. In fact, we didn't have to do anything. We didn't have to even bring the alternating series test here. But since the series is an alternating series, we need to always check that part. Then limit of this one is not equal to 0. Then by the test for divergence, the given series diverges.